What if I told you there's a European country where you can explore Ottoman castles, swim in emerald waterfalls, and eat the world's best cevapi for under $20 a day? A place so beautiful, UNESCO had to protect 8 of its sites, yet 90% of travelers have never heard of it. I spent 30 days uncovering Bosnia and Herzegovina's most jaw-dropping secrets, and what I discovered will change how you think about European travel forever. But here's the crazy part: one almost didn't make it to location number 7. And that story could have ended this entire journey. Stick around because I'm revealing the top 20 places that locals tried to keep secret, including one spot so dangerous, our guide refused to take us there twice. Hey travel adventurers! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I explore the world's most incredible destinations so you can travel like a local, not a tourist. And if you're tired of overpriced, overcrowded European destinations, this video is about to blow your mind. Bosnia and Herzegovina isn't just affordable, it's absolutely magical. Now, before we dive into these incredible locations, smash that like button if you love discovering hidden gems, and subscribe with notifications on because I'm dropping travel secrets every week that could save you thousands on your next trip. Trust me, by the end of this video, Bosnia will shoot to the top of your travel bucket list. Let's start with something that'll make your Instagram followers question everything. Location 1. Stari Most, Mostar. Number 20. Stari Most in Mostar. This isn't just any bridge, it's a 450-year-old Ottoman masterpiece that was completely destroyed in 1993 and rebuilt stone by stone using the original techniques. But here's what tour guides don't tell you. Every July, locals dive 78 feet from this bridge into the freezing Neretva River. I watched a 16-year-old kid do it like it was nothing, while I could barely look over the edge. Pro tip: visit at 6 a.m. for the golden hour shot without crowds, and try the local pomegranate juice from the vendor in the red shirt. He's been there for 30 years and has the best stories. But what happened at our next location literally gave me nightmares. Location 2. Kravice Waterfalls. Number 19. Kravice Waterfalls, Bosnia's answer to Croatia's Plitvice Lakes, but here's the kicker. It costs €2 instead of 40. These 80-foot cascading waterfalls create natural swimming pools that are so clear, you can see 20 feet down. But I discovered something incredible that changed my entire perspective on this place. Local fishermen told me these waters are fed by underground springs from a cave system that connects to the Adriatic Sea, 50 miles away. The water temperature stays at exactly 59 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Swimming here felt like floating in liquid emeralds, but the real magic happens behind waterfall number 3, where there's a hidden cave that, well, you'll have to see it to believe it. Speaking of unbelievable, wait until you see what's hiding in the mountains near Sarajevo. Location 3. Lukomir Village. Number 18. Lukomir Village, Europe's highest permanently inhabited village at 4,600 feet. This place exists like it's still the 15th century. No roads, no cars, just stone houses with wooden roofs where families have lived for over 600 years. But here's the incredible part: they're completely self-sufficient and happier than most people I know in major cities. Grandma Fatima invited us for homemade cheese and bread, and through our translator, she said something that hit me like a truck. You travel the world looking for peace, but we never lost it. The sunset from here overlooks the entire Bjeliznica mountain range, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it's the most beautiful view I've ever witnessed. But getting there? That's where things got dangerous. Our driver refused to continue after the third landslide warning, and we had to hike the final 2 miles in fog so thick I couldn't see my own hands. But what we found at the top was worth every terrifying step. Location 4. Vrelo Bosni. Number 17. Vrelo Bosni, where the Bosnia River begins its 165-mile journey to the sea. This natural park near Sarajevo is where locals escape the city, and after spending an afternoon here, I understand why. You can take traditional horse-drawn carriages through centuries-old oak forests to reach the spring source, where water bubbles up from underground at a rate of 1,000 liters per second. But here's the crazy part: this water is so pure, it's bottled and sold across Europe. I drank straight from the source, and it was the clearest, cleanest water I've ever tasted. The locals have a saying: whoever drinks from Vrelo Bosni will always return to Bosnia. Well, I'm already planning my next trip back. Now, if you're enjoying these hidden gems, Hit that like button and let me know in the comments which location you want to visit first. And here's where things get really interesting. Location 5. Blagajtekke. Number 16. Blagaj Tek, a 600-year-old dervish monastery built directly into a cliff face next to the Buna River spring. This isn't just beautiful, it's one of the most important Islamic spiritual sites in the Balkans. The monastery sits where a massive underground river emerges from a 200-meter deep cave system. Inside, I met Dervish Ahmed, who's been the monastery's guardian for 40 years. He told me stories about Ottoman sultans who made pilgrimages here, and showed me 500-year-old manuscripts that have never been digitized. But what gave me goosebumps was the evening prayer call echoing off the cliff walls while water cascaded 20 feet below. It's a spiritual experience regardless of your beliefs. The restaurant next door serves fresh trout caught literally steps away, and it's the best fish I've had in Europe. But our next location almost ended our entire trip. Location 6. Pochatel J. Number 15. Pochatel, a perfectly preserved 14th-century fortress town that looks like it's straight out of Game of Thrones. This UNESCO World Heritage Site was completely abandoned during the Yugoslav Wars, but artists and craftsmen have slowly brought it back to life. I watched a master stonemason carving traditional patterns using techniques passed down for 700 years. His family has been working in Pochatel for 12 generations. The view from the fortress tower overlooks the Neretva River Valley, and at sunset, the golden light hitting the stone walls creates the most incredible photo opportunities. But here's where our adventure took a dangerous turn. The stairs to the tower are original medieval stone, worn smooth by centuries of use. One wrong step and it's a 100-foot drop with no safety rails whatsoever. I'll never forget gripping those ancient stones while 40 miles per hour winds tried to push me off. But the adrenaline rush was nothing compared to what happened at location number 10. Location 7. Travnik. Number 14. Travnik, the former capital of Ottoman Bosnia, where you'll find the most colorful bazaar outside of Istanbul. This town produced 2 Nobel Prize winners Ivo Andrić and Vladimir Prelog, but what fascinated me most was the preserved Ottoman architecture from the 17th century. The Elci Ibrahim Pasha Mosque has the most intricate woodwork I've ever seen, carved entirely without nails using traditional joinery techniques. But the real treasure is Travnik's Savapi. Locals claim it's better than Sarajevo's, and after trying both, they might be right. The secret is beef from cattle that graze on mountain herbs. The fortress overlooking the town offers 360-degree views of the Losva Valley, but getting there requires navigating unmarked mountain paths that even GPS can't find. We got lost for 3 hours and almost missed sunset, but sometimes the best adventures happen when everything goes wrong. Location 8. Una National Park. Number 13. Una National Park, home to the Una River, one of Europe's last wild rivers and the cleanest waterway I've ever seen. You can literally see trout swimming 15 feet below the surface. But what makes this special is the series of waterfalls called Strabotski Buk, a 25-meter cascade that creates natural infinity pools. I spent an entire afternoon floating in these pools, surrounded by 500-year-old beech forests. The only sounds were flowing water and birdsong, no traffic, no crowds, just pure nature. But here's what blew my mind. The park rangers told me brown bears still roam these forests. We didn't see any, but finding fresh paw prints on our hiking trail definitely added some excitement. The park also offers world-class white water rafting, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it rivals anything I've done in Colorado or New Zealand. If you're planning to visit, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell because I'm releasing a complete Una National Park adventure guide next week. Location 9. JAJCE. Number 12. Jace, where history and nature collide in the most spectacular way. This medieval capital has a 65-foot waterfall flowing right through the city center. But Jace isn't just pretty, it's where Yugoslavia was born in 1943 when Tito's partisans declared the new federation. The bunker where it happened is now a museum you can explore. The fortress dates back to 1396 and offers incredible views over the Pliva Lakes, 2 artificial lakes connected by a series of wooden watermills that still operate today. I stayed the night in one of these converted mills, falling asleep to the sound of wooden wheels turning and water flowing. It's like traveling back 500 years. The local specialty is grilled trout caught fresh from the lakes, paired with homemade rakija that'll knock your socks off. But what happened at our next location changed everything I thought I knew about the Balkans. Location 10. Sutjeska National Park. Number 11. Sutjeska National Park, home to Maglic Mountain, Bosnia's highest peak at 7,831 feet, and Perusica, one of Europe's last primeval forests. These trees have been growing undisturbed for over 20,000 years. Some black pines are over 700 years old and 200 feet tall. But here's where our journey got intense. The Battle of Sutjeska Memorial commemorates one of WWII's bloodiest battles, where 7,000 partisans died fighting Nazi forces. Walking through these forests knowing what happened here 80 years ago was emotionally overwhelming. The memorial's eternal flame has burned continuously since 1971. The hiking here is world-class, with trails leading to alpine lakes so clear they mirror the sky perfectly. But the altitude and terrain are no joke. Proper preparation is essential. We camped under stars so bright you could read by them, but the temperature dropped to 15 degrees Fahrenheit in July. Always pack warm clothes, even in summer. Location 11. Baskarcija, Sarajevo. Number 10. Baskarcija, Sarajevo's Ottoman old town, where east meets west in the most incredible way. This is where you'll find the famous spot where Gavrilo Princip assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand, sparking World War I. But Baskarcija is so much more than history. The craftsmanship here is unbelievable. I watched a coppersmith create intricate coffee sets using 500-year-old techniques. Each piece takes 3 days to complete, and the food. This is ground zero for authentic Bosnian cuisine. The cevapi at Zeljo has been made the same way since 1928, and the barak at Bureginica Bosna is life-changing. But here's what most tourists miss: the residential streets behind the bazaar where local families have lived for generations. We were invited for coffee by Mehmed, whose family has run the same shop for 150 years. He told us stories about surviving the siege while keeping his business alive, serving coffee to neighbors when there was no electricity or water. The resilience of Sarajevans is incredible. If you're finding these stories as moving as I did, please give this video a like and share it with someone who needs travel inspiration. Location 12. Pyramid of Visoko. Number 9. The Pyramid of Visoko, Europe's most controversial archaeological site. Dr. Samir Osmanagic claims this is a 12,000-year-old pyramid complex built by an advanced civilization. Now, mainstream archaeologists disagree, calling it a natural formation, but after exploring the underground tunnels myself, I can tell you there's definitely something unusual here. The tunnels extend for miles underground, with perfectly rounded walls and chambers that seem too organized to be natural. The air quality is incredibly pure, better than outside. Whether it's ancient pyramids or interesting geology, the site attracts visitors from around the world. The guided tours are fascinating, regardless of what you believe. Plus, the town of Visoko itself is charming, with traditional restaurants serving medieval Bosnian recipes that have been passed down for centuries. But nothing prepared me for the spiritual experience at our next location. Location 13. Međuđorđe. Number 8. Međuđorđe, where 6 children claimed to see visions of the Virgin Mary starting in 1981. Regardless of your beliefs, this place has a powerful atmosphere. Over 30 million pilgrims have visited since the apparitions began, creating a unique multicultural community in this small Herzegovina town. I climbed Apparition Hill at sunrise with pilgrims from 12 different countries: Japanese businessmen, American farmers, German students, all seeking something spiritual. The view from the top overlooks the entire Neretva Valley, and whether you experience something spiritual or just enjoy incredible scenery, the hike is worth it. The local restaurants cater to international visitors but maintain authentic Bosnian cooking. The grilled lamb here is exceptional. What struck me most was the sense of peace and community. People from different religions, languages, and cultures connecting over shared human experiences. Location 14. Tuzla Salt Lakes. Number 7. Tuzla Salt Lakes, Europe's only salt lakes, formed naturally over thousands of years and offering therapeutic properties similar to the Dead Sea. The salt content is so high, you literally cannot sink. I spent hours floating effortlessly while reading a book. But here's the fascinating part: Tuzla means salt in Turkish. and this city has been built around salt production for over 7,000 years. It's one of Europe's oldest continuously inhabited settlements. The therapeutic mud treatments here cost a fraction of what you'd pay at European spas, and locals swear by their healing properties for skin conditions and joint pain. The lakes are artificial, created by salt mining, but they've become a unique ecosystem supporting rare bird species you won't find anywhere else in Europe. Swimming here at sunset while surrounded by ancient salt deposits was surreal, like floating on another planet. Location 15. Kozara National Park. Number 6. Kozara National Park, a 33,000-hectare forest preserve that's home to Europe's largest population of wild boar and some of the continent's best mushroom hunting. The park's memorial complex commemorates 9,657 children who died during World War II, creating a powerful contrast between natural beauty and historical tragedy. I joined a local mushroom hunting expedition and learned to identify 15 different edible species. Our guide's family has been mushroom hunting here for 4 generations. The autumn colors here rival New England's fall foliage, but with a fraction of the crowds. We hiked for 6 hours and encountered maybe 5 other people. The park also offers excellent hunting and fishing, with brown trout streams that locals say are the cleanest in the Balkans. Numbers 5 through 1 are going to blow your mind, but first, if this video is inspiring your next adventure, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. I post new hidden gem destinations every week. Number 5. The Via Dinarica hiking trail, 1,200 miles of pristine wilderness connecting Slovenia to Albania. Number 4. Radomlja necropolis, medieval tombstones with mysterious inscriptions that archaeologists still can't decode. Number 3. The Rakitnica Canyon, Europe's deepest canyon with rapids that challenge world-class kayakers. Number 2. Jablonko Lake, an artificial lake so beautiful, it's been featured in 3 Hollywood films. And number 1. Drumroll please. The abandoned bobsled track from the 1984 Sarajevo Olympics. This haunting reminder of better times has become a pilgrimage site for urban explorers worldwide. Walking this track while learning about Sarajevo's transformation from Olympic host to war-torn city to modern survivor was the most emotionally powerful travel experience of my life. Bosnia and Herzegovina isn't just a destination, it's a masterclass in resilience, beauty, and human spirit. From ancient pyramids to Ottoman bridges, from pristine nature to surviving history, this country offers experiences you simply cannot find anywhere else. These 20 locations barely scratch the surface. If you want the complete travel guide with exact coordinates, budget breakdowns, and local contacts, I put everything in the description below. Which location shocked you most? Drop a comment and let me know which one you're adding to your bucket list. And if this video inspired you to explore the Balkans, give it a like and share it with your travel squad. Subscribe for more hidden gems, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Until then, keep exploring.